Natasha, thank you so much for joining our team at the Kenyon Wall Street today.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
So you're a member of the Kauffman Fellows team. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
So I am currently responsible for selecting the cohort. So I oversee the process. Every year we run a process to select and find 60 diverse fellows that will join our 2-year program. And I also overlook and oversee the design of the 2-year program. And we try to really do a good curation for each class as they come in.
Okay, and for the fellows, what do they get out of this 2-year program?
So the way we like to compare is what we say is this 2 years is going to be an accelerant to their career trajectory. When they come in is because they want to become better versions of themselves. And so there's a big component of what we call behavioral fitness. It's working on yourself to really become the best version so that you can be the best partner for a founder. So that's one of the things that we do. And the other side is really access to knowledge and insights from people who are doing the work, but in very different ways from all over the world so that they can help you accelerate your career trajectory by helping you find answers to your questions that sometimes you might be stuck with.
Okay, and what current class are you on?
We are currently in class 28, but we're opening applications for class 29 in October.
Very exciting, very exciting. And for fellows who have completed the 2-year program, how do you keep them engaged with the Kauffman Fellows organization?
Yeah, so if I had to make a comparison, the 2-year program is, it's like the 2 and 20 for a venture. The 2% is what gets people into business, but it's not why they get into business. It's really just to get you off the ground. That's kind of like the 2-year program. That's to get you started. That's to get you ramped up from where you are. But really, you're doing venture for the 20%, right? It's the 20% carry that's going to bring you the success. And we think that success is not going to come from the 2-year program, but for the many years after that, right? It's going to take 10, 20 years for us to know if we've done a good job. And so our work is to be alongside their journey for as long as they are in venture so that they can be successful. And so we have today programs that are available for our network once they graduate from the 2-year program.
Okay, and this is the first Kauffman Fellows Summit hosted in Africa.
Yes.
What do you hope that the fellows who are attending this year's summit, what do you hope that they get out of this experience and learn about Africa? Because to be honest, the continent doesn't always get a good rap.
Yeah. So I think that's the beauty about Kauffman Fellows, right? I think the reason why we started was because we believe that the founders that are going to solve the world's biggest problems are the founders that are going through these problems themselves. These founders, they are diverse, but most importantly, they are reflective of society as a whole. And in order for us to be able to support these founders, we need to have capital formation VCs that are diverse and reflective of society as a whole. They're going to be more empathetic. They understand the challenges that these markets are going through, and hopefully they will fund these founders and catalyze innovation. And so what we see, and the reason why a lot of fellows join our program, is because they want to learn beyond what they know, right? In order for you to be successful in venture, you need to have networks. So it's not that these people don't have network, but it's usually networks that are very similar to the way you're thinking and the way you're working. And what we want to do is expose everybody to a diverse network so that they can learn, so that they can break their own biases and understand what is really happening around the world and how they can be better investors. And so when we take them to different ecosystems, is to show them that there is a lot to learn from everywhere that they're going, that there is potential, and that they're not relying on the content or sometimes the information that they get that is misrepresentative of what the actual, facts are.
Okay, and from your perspective, where do you see the future of Africa's venture capital industry going in the next 5 to 10 years?
I mean, I originally am from Brazil, and I think it's a very big, I make a comparison. I think, that's probably where you'll be where LATAM was 10 years ago. So it's going to just have a rapid, exponential growth all of a sudden and become a relevant player in the market.
Okay, perfect. And we have one last question for you.
Oh, here you go.
It's a little bit personal, but when you were first starting your career, what did you spend your first paycheck on?
It was a handbag.
Natasha, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.